So there's a lot of sweat going on down here. Who knows really where it's coming from. Those look like new spark plugs too. I'm just going to go ahead and replace on the oil filter gaskets, the O-rings under there. Well, the adapter anyway. See, that's the adapter there. I'm probably going to take a look at the distributor. I might call it a distributor cap gasket. It's not the cap gasket, I guess. Somebody complained. It's the stock or stem gasket, shaft, whatever, that goes down into the engine, right underneath this little hold down plate here. It's like a paper gasket from what I understand, and although it's not common that they leak, it's not uncommon that they leak there as well. Then we're going to go through the valve cover. We're going to go through basically all of the places that it's going to leak and replace, even on these gaskets, that old hard tired rubber gasket, and fix this. Is it the PCV, the positive crankcase ventilator valve, or whatever it is? I don't know if it's a valve, but it routes into the airbox and then leaks into there because, I mean, it's called a 4-leaker for a reason. I don't know if there's really all that much evidence. I mean, it does look wet. There's a lot of condensation. I think there's definitely oil coming down this side. It's just everything's kind of sweaty. It's hard to tell where it's coming from, but you can definitely tell on the starter is evidence of a vertical oil leak. Here's the adapter. So that bolt just comes right out. We're going to get the new seals on. They gave me 4. I don't know where each one of them go. I only see the 2. There's this one, which looks too big for many of those. So I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I ordered the wrong kit. Alright, so it looks like I got the wrong kit for the adapter. So this is, for those of you who don't know, the older regular 4-liter, not the high output filter adapters. And they do take a different gasket set. So none of these are going to work. I mean, this ring might, this big one, but I'm not going to bother to even open the package. Like, if I can order another package, unless they don't have them, and unless like Rock Auto sent me these ones by mistake. So I don't know. I'll just run by Napa or something. So I found out that the size of this O-ring is 1 5/16 inner diameter, 1 9/16 outer diameter, 8mm thickness. So it's a pretty standard O-ring apparently. So we're going to go to Napa because this one is definitely, that's pretty hard. I noticed this one though, definitely probably had some life left in it. But so this might have actually been replaced before. With the oil filter adapter, the older models require a 1 5/16 inner diameter, 1 9/16 outer diameter for an 1/8 thickness. And the Felpro, I don't know where they get this kit because it's got nothing to do. Like, there's only like 1 or 2 O-rings that actually fit this model. Like, I think this will fit. Like, and you'll have like a couple of these left over for the like 97 or whatever. Whenever they updated the oil filter, probably like 92 plus or something like that. But yes, we need the one that goes. Where did it go here? Here. So, strangely, I didn't order, but I put in the cart and was about to check out, and I looked at, okay, well, on Rock Auto, right? So you got, how they work is, boy, the brain scatter is real this morning. How they work is they have multiple warehouses, and when you order parts, they've got a few selections of parts. Some are in some warehouses, others are in different warehouses. And if you order all your parts from the same warehouse, it can cost you a lot less on shipping. But for some reason, even though it was in the same warehouse as some of the other parts that I had in the cart, the pack of 4 O-rings to fit that added $20 to the cart. It totaled, okay, get this, it totaled $2.36 Canadian, which is like, okay, you know, that's about the cheapest thing you can buy in Canada. But the shipping was like $15, and then there was a couple dollars in tax. So it was like $22. So I'm like, well, shoot, for that, and you know, like I could run out to the store and grab an O-ring from Napa or Benson Auto Parts, but the problem is I'm going to spend $20 in gas doing it. So I went on Amazon, and for $27.99 plus tax for like $30 maybe, I bought this kit, and it's got, what is it, 32 different sizes of SAE O-rings in it. So I'm sure these aren't going to work because they're probably not automotive grade because they're Chinese Scamazon, but whatever. We're going to find out. It said automotive grade, so I don't know, whatever. We'll see. Yeah, look at that. That looks pretty good, eh? Got real tiny ones all the way up to the real big ones. This one right here. This should be it. Oh yeah, look at that. Hopefully that'll work nicely. Alright, so I finally got some packages in, and I was just going about to put this old, what's the part number here, 51626 oil filter, wicks, and I noticed it has MJ on it. Dude, that is so freaking cool. It's obviously not like a specific oil filter, like come on, right? But MJ, it's got MJ on it. Holy crap, dude. That is so friggin' sick. Oh, yes. It's going straight on there. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That is so cool. That is so cool. It's just about time to be pulling this valve cover. And I took, man, like this. So that's the vacuum line. And it looks like this is a new vacuum system. However, the fitment on this boot is atrocious. And you can tell it's been leaking all over the place. Anyway, we got everything unscrewed. So this should be still stuck. There we go. Well, that's certainly some oil deposit. I don't know that this valve cover gasket was leaking. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. Could just be they didn't get the bolts torqued down quite enough. So apparently there is some modification. Apparently there is some modifications to be made to these. Should be able to just unscrew those, actually. Looks like it. Apparently you cut them off an inch or something like that. So we'll be looking into that, and then I'll get this painted. And I do have a new valve cover gasket coming, but I just kind of thought, well, because it's one of those cork ones is like $3, so I'm like, pff, might as well just put it in the order. It doesn't cost me hardly anything. So I figure if it still leaks after I put this valve cover back on, and it leaks around the valve cover, then I'll replace this. the aluminum is kind of cool as opposed to the stamped steel. With the Renix Jeeps and some of the earlier Jeeps, they've got these little kind of spout things inside the valve cover. And one of Cruiser 54's mods, and this comes from his days working at Jeep, working like as a mechanic or whatever it is. I'm not exactly, I don't know the guy or anything, but what you do is you cut about an inch off of this stem, and then you drill a 1/2 inch hole down here up at the neck. And then that's supposed to reduce oil leaks, I guess. So, apparently there's also these little gaskets. These are just kind of laid in here like that. Apparently you don't need them. So, either way, I wanted to take those off because I gotta get this grommet and that hose out. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this hose. I can't find a part number anywhere just for this piece. You have to buy like the whole vacuum harness, the front end vacuum harness assembly. Now that's only like $32 on Rock Auto, but still, I don't want to have to bother replacing the whole thing. All I need is this. Is like everything else is like this is actually fairly new, and it's just going to do the same thing. So I don't know. Maybe I can see if I can jam an O-ring in there or something. Like I don't really care if it leaks, just as long as it doesn't like cover everything all the time, you know, and then I have to keep topping everything up. But it probably will anyway, so whatever. Alright, so we got this all polished down. You know, we used the old buffer wheel and the rubbing compounds and all the fancy rubbing compounds, mother's milk and, you know, camel toe and whatever other moose knuckle and moose jaws tools that you need to do to get it polished, right? So hopefully that's gonna hold up at least for a little bit, and hopefully if it does flake off it'll still look cool. So this is now should be fairly dry to the touch. Unfortunately, this chrome stuff, if you rub it hard enough, it just comes off. But I knew that before, and I was thinking about clear coating it. But as it turns out, if you put this clear coat on it, it literally just takes the freaking chrome right off. It's like some chemical thing going on, and it just lifts the chrome paint right off. So, let's get the breathers back in and get this reinstalled. We cut down these little tubes. However, there was already a 1/2 inch hole in the back, right where the Cruiser 54 said to drill one. So I'm like, well, that's probably something they did, you know, after the fact or whatever. So I figured not to drill another hole or anything, but I at least cut them down. So hopefully that's going to help a little bit with the oil escaping out of the breather lines, or the vacuum lines, or wherever. So I have this new cap, but I don't like the look of it. It's too shiny. Well, it's not too shiny. It's too shiny. So I wanted to use the original cap. I just thought I'd show you this gasket. Look at this. Can you hear that cracking? Yeah, that is as hard as ABS plastic, man. Crazy. There it is, all installed. I guess there's a couple more things I can button up. Air filter and whatnot. Fill it with oil. Battery. There's a couple lines and stuff I can check, but I don't think that's not really like urgent right now. I suppose actually I should do something about that. Speedometer cable, it's kind of goes straight down, so what I'll probably have to do, and with the length of the cable, I'll pull it out here so there's some kind of slack. But that looks pretty good, I think. Cleans it up nice. And Okay, so I was not able to reuse the old cap because this gasket is slightly thinner on this new cap than the old cap, so it wouldn't quite tighten on there. So just had to use that one. Kind of sucks, but I'll keep the old one anyway, just for keepsake. And I was able to jam a little O-ring. Actually, one of the O-rings out of the old Felpro kit that for the oil filter adapter was able to fit in there nicely. One of the ones that I didn't use. And I kind of cleaned this off and out, and I was able to put some RTV in and around there. So hopefully, if there is a little bit of a leak, it won't leak all over